Hey guys, this is the Big B here. Hope you have an amazing day today. I've been wanting to make a YouTube channel for quite a while now, and to be honest, I don't even really know why it's taken me so long to actually make one. So right now, I'm gonna tell you guys a life story of mine, which is pretty crazy. It involves me traveling to the Philippines and drinking an absurd amount. It's pretty crazy and it gets really full on. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. And yeah, let's get right into it. So at the end of last year, I went to the Philippines through my karate school on a Filipino martial arts training camp. So the training camp was held on an island called Boracay. And we trained for probably about a week and a half. And we're waking up really early in the morning. So wake up would be like 5 a.m. We'd train all the way up to 8, have like breakfast for an hour, and then back straight to training until about 1. So it was quite long days, and the weather was pretty humid, so everyone was pretty drained and, you know, happy that the training session had ended so we could go do our own thing. Now, after about 5 days of training, we ended up getting a break day, which is going to be on the Wednesday. So we're going to have a day where there was no early wake-ups and we could do anything we liked. So everyone was pretty excited for that. So on the Tuesday after that training session, we all discussed that we're going to meet up at a bar later on that night called Summer's Place. And this is where my story really kicks off. So before even going out to the bar later on at night, I went out for dinner with my roommate. And as you do when you're overseas, we had a couple of drinks with our dinner. So I had 2 beers, but they're a little bit stronger than the standard beer here in Australia. I don't know what percent they are, but I know they are stronger. So straight after dinner, we end up heading over to Summer's Place to meet up with the rest of the group, like planned. And yeah, it seems like a pretty normal night. Like all just meeting up at the bar. You know, the bar's like along a beach. We've got a nice as view. The weather's really nice as well. And yeah, we're all just sitting around, chilling, having a good time, having a few bevs together. And this is where it starts to really get bad for me. So what happens is I'm buying myself a few beers. So going on from that tour I had before, and my group's buying me a few drinks. Like they bought me some milky, like Malibu type of drink, if I remember, and like a tequila shot here and there. And I definitely know the tequila shots fucked me up the most. Like I highly don't recommend tequila shots, especially overseas when they just free pour that shit. Like it hits you like a fucking truck. Like you have it, you feel like you're fine, and then like 20 seconds later, maybe not 20 seconds, a bit more than 20 seconds, but it just fucking hits you like a truck, and then you're fucked. So at this point, I've probably had about 5 beers, like that Malibu milky drink. I don't even know what the fuck it was. And probably about 2 to 3 tequila shots. So it's starting to hit me pretty hard. We all start dancing on the dance floor. We're all having like an amazing time. It's really good fun. Everyone's getting right into it. I'm pretty sure at one point I was like up on the stage. Like it was a really small stage. And I fell off because I was wearing thongs trying to dance. And I just fell back. I'm pretty sure I hit the back of my head on the ground. But nothing too major. That doesn't really play a big part in the story. And so yeah, we're just all dancing and I'm just meeting all these new people and they're giving me like these watermelon vodka drinks as well. So I'm like drinking those and like getting more tequila shots. Like it just was never going to end good now that I look back at it. So like at this point, I'm pretty much gone. Like I'm completely smashed. Like I'm pretty sure I was just walking around giving people like high fives, chatting to like random people. But later on, the group's like dancing. Some people are sitting down on the table, just, you know, having their bevs, chatting away. And then they can't find me anymore. And this is where it gets pretty dangerous. So I said I was going to go to the bathroom, but I ended up not coming back for a while. So then what happened was they were like, "Where's Brent? Where could this kid be?" And then they have a look over at the bathroom and one of them from the group saw me just stumbling out. Like I was holding onto the walls. And kind of, I can partially remember this, but this is where I actually lose my memory. And I have never, ever in my life lost my memory from drinking. So this is a really different experience for me. This is completely fucked. So of course, as soon as they see me, they grab me and they sit me down at the table. And like, I'm throwing up like into a glass. It's really gross. I'm pretty sure they have like video footage of it or like pictures. I'm not sure, but like it was pretty nasty. I feel really bad for him. But to be honest, I'm really glad it was such a good bunch of people there to help me out. So I give him the biggest shout out ever for like potentially saving my life. So now the last two people in my group have to try and get me back into my hotel. Now, that doesn't seem really hard at this point. Like, if you just think about it, oh, getting into a hotel room, like, that'll be fucking easy. But no, it's really, really not. Where we were was actually really, really far away from our hotel. So they take me out of Summer Place and start lying me down on the beach. And they're just trying to look for help at this point because, like, I'm a fucking potato. Like, I can't walk or anything. I'm pretty sure I was just completely passed out. So they were looking for help. And as one of them was looking for help, some guy tried to feed me, like, a lemon or something. I'm not sure, like, what it would have done. It did nothing in the end, but at least he tried. So I'm going to thank that guy as well for trying to help me out. So finally they end up getting some help and they end up grabbing a security guard, and then they work together to put me in the back of a police van. So they chuck me in the back and I'm like lying in the middle in recovery position. And I'm pretty sure my roommate told me that there was like some ladyboys or something arrested. So, which is pretty fucked. Not sure if it's true or not, but just like imagine me just sitting there in recovery position, like surrounded by a bunch of ladyboys. Like, how the fuck did that happen to me? I do not understand. Anyway, so what happens from here on is that I get put in the back of the divvy van and then they take me to the front of the beach. And from there, I'm going to catch like a motorbike all the way back to my hotel. So my group is still with me. They put me on like one of the trikes and they've got to basically hold me into this, like, because there's no like doors or anything. So like you can just fall out. So they're holding me, making sure like I don't just like, you know, fall asleep and just lean out like of the door or whatever and fall onto the road. That would be fucking horrible. So eventually we finally make it back to the hotel. But I forgot to mention this before that our hotel is actually like on a golf course. So my room's still pretty far away and like I'm just too heavy to carry. So we have to get a shuttle bus all the way back to my room. So I'm finally back home safe. From here, some other group members were wondering if I was okay. So my boss, who was with me on the camp as well, ended up coming down to my room to make sure that I was fine. From here, they ended up chucking me into like a cold as shower. Apparently I was complaining. Don't remember that part at all. And then they just put me in like one of the dressing gowns in the hotel room and just put me into bed. So now I'm finally home safe. All of that is like all over. But like that was like torturous for them, carrying me around everywhere, making sure I was safe. But then the next morning I woke up and I actually thought I'd put myself to bed. Like, my memory was completely gone from that night. So I woke up and I thought I'd put myself to bed. But then like I saw like a little bit of vomit like on my pillow. And then like I noticed I had like no shirt on. And like I was wearing the dressing gown. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I saw like my roommate leaving like as I woke up. And I said like, you know, what happened last night? And he's just like, oh, it's like a really long story. I'll tell you later. He had to leave and like go do some training on the beach. So I was like, fuck, I just had to sit there thinking like, what have I done? Like, I didn't know for hours. So now I'm in my room alone, not knowing what the hell happened the night before. So I'm just kind of sitting there trying to like find out when I lost my memory. And then like all of a sudden I hear like banging on the door and it's the cleaning ladies trying to come into the room to try and clean it all up. So I ended up opening the door, hadn't even looked at myself in the mirror yet. I looked completely fucked up. And they even looked shocked when I opened the door. And I just told them, I was like, just give me half an hour. So I ended up jumping in the shower. Like, I was super hungover. I could barely stand up straight. I was trying to hold myself like up straight, like by putting my hands on the wall. It was really, really painful. Then I just made my way to the beach, sat down on a chair and just looked out into the ocean, like along the horizon, and just was thinking in my head, like, what the fuck happened? Like, how did my whole night end up like this? And then later on, we met up with our group for lunch. It was our daybreak, so anyone could do anything they liked. So we all met up for lunch, and then that's how they told me this whole story. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this story. Probably one of my craziest ones. I don't think I'll ever beat it. Hopefully not, because this is just too crazy for me. And yeah, I really enjoyed making this video, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well, and I'll be hopefully making another one really, really soon. And yeah, peace out. See you later.